Everyone, I am Dharshini from the Department of Bsc Cardiac Technology in SNS College of Allied Health Science. Today we are going to see about electrocardiogram. Definition of electrocardiogram is a graphic record of electrical activities of the heart obtained by placing electrodes on the surface of the body that records the voltage difference generated by the heart. There are electrocardiography, electrocardiograph, electrocardiogram. Word electrocardiogram is derived from Greek, meaning electro related to electrical activity, cardio means heart, graph to write. Augustus Desire Waller, 1856 to 1922, first to record electrical potential associated with beating heart from the human body surface, 1887 to 1888. William Enthoven, 1860 to 1927, invented string galvanometer in 1901. In 1924, he was awarded Nobel Prize for inventing the first practical system of electrocardiography, an early ECG device. Here is the ECG paper. One large box is equal to 0.2 seconds. 5 large box is equal to 1.0 seconds. So here, one small box is equal to 0.04 seconds. ECG leads. There are direct leads, indirect leads. In indirect leads, limb leads, chest lead, esophageal leads. ECG leads, limb leads, bipolar and unipolar leads lie in frontal plane. Bipolar leads lead 1 between right arm negative and left arm positive. Lead 2 between right arm negative and left leg positive. Lead 3 between left arm negative and left leg positive. Here is Enthoven triangle. So Enthoven law says if the electrical potential of any two of the three bipolar limb electrocardiograph leads are known at any given instant, the third one can be determined mathematically by summing the first two. The positive and negative signs of the different leads must be observed when making this summation. According to Kirchhoff's law, lead 1 plus lead 2 plus lead 3 is equal to 0. Enthoven deliberately reversed lead 2 to get the positive QRS deflection in all three leads. With Enthoven's system, Kirchhoff's law becomes lead 1 minus lead 2 plus lead 3 is equal to 0, or lead 1 plus lead 3 is equal to lead 2. Unipolar leads. Unipolar limb leads, also known as Wilson leads, VR, VL, VF. Vector right, vector left and vector foot. Augmented limb leads. Unipolar chest leads. Augmented limb leads, AVR, AVL and AVF. Here you can see the augmented limb leads. Unipolar chest leads, they are known as pericardial leads, lie in transverse plane or horizontal plane. Usually 6 standard chest leads are recorded. V1, fourth intercostal space at the right of the sternum. V2, fourth intercostal space to the left of the sternum. V3, halfway between V2 and V4. V4, fifth intercostal space at the mid clavicular line. V5, halfway between V4 and V6. V6, fifth intercostal space in mid clavicular line. Special leads. V7, left fifth intercostal space on the posterior axillary line. V8, left fifth intercostal space on the posterior scapular line. V9, left fifth intercostal space on the back at the left border of spine. Right sided ECG, V2 and V1 remain in the same place. V3 R and V6 are placed on the same place as V3 to V6 but on the right side of the chest. Intercardiac leads, endocardiac leads. Esophageal leads. V15 to 25 record the activity of the right atrium. V25 to 35 record the activity from AV groove region. E40 to 50 record the activity from the posterior surface of the left ventricle. Here you can see the normal electrocardiogram. P wave. First positive deflection. They represent atrial depolarization. Normal duration is 0.08 to 0.12 seconds. Amplitude 0.1 to 0.3 MV. Less height and dome shaped. QRS complex. Constant of 3 waves QRS represent ventricle depolarization. Normal duration is 0.08 to 0.12 seconds. Amplitude 0.7 to 4 MV. Q wave, initial negative deflection represents spectral depolarization. Small downward sharp wave absent in right ventricle leads, present in all bipolar leads. R wave, it is positive deflection in QRS compound. It is due to potential traveling to the apex of the ventricle. Is an upward bigger sharp wave. Peak of R wave is the safest period as ventricle is in absolute refractory period. S wave is the second negative deflection in QRS complex. It is due to potential traveling to the base of the ventricle. Is a small negative sharp wave. T wave is the positive wave following S wave, represents ventricle repolarization. Is a dome shape. Positive wave of longer duration. Normal duration 0.27 seconds. Amplitude 0.15 to 0.5 MV. Isoelectric period. U wave is the final positive deflection is due to slow repolarization of papillary muscle. This is atrial repolarization. ECG segment. PR segment, it denotes the time interval between completion of atrial depolarization and beginning of the ventricle depolarization. ST segment indicates completion of depolarization of the ventricle. Average duration is 0.05 seconds. Thank you.